I bet you're sitting there watching TV, aren't you? Well, if you are sitting, then I dare you, have a bit of a sneaky peek at your middle. Can you see that? It's a bulging stomach, a pot, as we like to call it. And you know what that comes from? Well, some of it, you'd be surprised, actually comes from poor posture. And believe it or not, poor posture can come from tired feet. Feet that need help. So let's have a think about it. Let's think about your feet. Did you know that poor posture, sore backs, big bellies, aches, pains, and all sorts can come from just plain old tired feet? Every time you walk, with each and every step you take, your feet, which is only 2% roughly of your body, is carrying all the other 98% on its own. So maybe by giving your feet a little bit of support, your feet, your posture, your very life could change. And we're lucky because we've got Rosalind here from Foot Supports International, a New Zealand company that has been making the best quality foot supports for over 20 years. Now, do these look familiar to you? Ineffective foot supports that are stinky, they're flat, they're worn out. Do you know where these belong? In the bin. Put them in the bin, and instead introducing Balance Supports from Foot Supports International. Now, the New Zealand-made supports could change your life forever. And stay tuned because we've got a very special offer coming up. So thanks for being here, Ros.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Lucy.
Great to have you on the show today. So can you tell me all about the foot supports?
Well, these foot supports are the thinnest in the world. They're revolutionary because while they're so thin as a pin, as we like to say, when put under your feet, you will get a lift and a sense of balance that you may not have ever had before.
So what's that going to do for your shoulders?
Our customers love this product because when you're wearing them, you can feel your stomach pull in, your shoulders fall back into place in a natural way, your chest opens up, and you'll feel yourself being able to breathe more deeply.
Fantastic. So what's the story behind the foot supports then?
Well, we've been selling foot supports for over 20 years to customers around the world, but most of them have been about this thick and required extra depth shoes is what they're called, but they're quite clunky. Whereas this special New Zealand design can fit into any sandal, boot or shoe, or even house shoes.
And what I'm really interested in is about the balance box. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. Your foot has 4 arches in it.
Okay.
These arches come together to form what's called the hollow of your foot. That corresponds to the hollow in your hand. When the 2 hollows are well supported, that's what gives you the lift all the way up your body, and you can feel your joints and muscles working in a better way, a more natural way.
And definitely would realign you. Do you know, I was shocked to find out that 85% of people, not just in New Zealand, but 85% of people in the world have some sort of foot-related problem that could benefit from foot supports. So how exactly do they work then?
Well, when your foot is more properly positioned, your entire body is realigned. And these foot supports being properly under your feet identify your center of gravity, and that's what works all the way up to balance you.
And so can you wear it to do any activity?
Yes. Well, actually, we have designed 3 different lifts. This one's called the Gentle Lift. And it's wonderful for people with sensitive feet, like the elderly or people who have flat, stiff feet, which some people do. But it's also great just to go in your house shoes, and wearing it enables you to get up and down out of your chair more easily while you still have that great stability that this product is all about.
So giving you extra comfort. Oh, that'd be lovely in your slippers.
Yes, and also, frankly, many people like to wear this Gentle Lift in tight-fitting dress shoes.
Right, okay. So next one.
This one is called the Balance Walker, and it's just what the name implies. If you want to walk the dog, walk in the mall, go shopping, just wear it in your office to do your work there. And actually, some rugby players have chosen the Balance Walker to enhance their game.
Have they really?
Yes.
Even sports stars using it. And then what's the final one then?
This one's called the Balance Worker. And it's the highest lift that gives the most support.
Okay.
It's great for factory workers who are walking on cement all day, carrying heavy boxes.
Yep.
It's great for farm workers who also do heavy work, policemen, firemen. But it's also great in the gym when you're trying to lift more weight.
Yeah.
And runners, this is interesting too, say that the high lift helps propel them as they run, and they can run better and faster.
I'm just so impressed by how amazingly thin these are. I mean, the one thing I would say is with those chunky, thick soles, the chances are that when you put your foot in the shoe, they'll raise your foot up so high that the bridge of your foot could even rub across the top of the shoe and give you a bit of a blister. But with something like this, they're so thin, it's not going to do this. And these are like foot supports I've never seen before. So can you talk to me about the design of them? Because I know that, you know, you can put them in boiling water.
You're speaking about the special formulation. You know that formulation took almost a year of research and design. We had to find the right combination of materials to make this. And it's in a secret blend called a bionic blend, simply because it warms instantly to your body temperature.
Great.
And it also moves with your foot. You see it's semi-flexible.
Yeah, which is really good, isn't it? Now, what kind of shoes can I wear the balance support with?
Oh, I'm happy to say any shoe, sandal, gumboots, house shoes, the whole range.
So they go in everything. I mean, that's so good. And that's also down to the fact that these are incredibly strong. Have a look at this. This is a 4,000 kilogram car that's going to run back and forth over the foot support. And it stands the test of time, doesn't it?
And you know, one other point, Lucy, we boiled these in boiling water for a long time, and they still maintain their integrity, their strength, and they still do the job for you.
And you can freeze them, can't you?
We've frozen them for days on end, and they just come out exactly like this.
Now, how do we know if we need balance supports then?
Well, actually, everybody needs supports, balance supports. Everybody needs better balance. Nobody wants to feel like they're going to be knocked over or fall over, especially senior citizens.
Yeah.
They have a concern, you know, and they want to be protected from that, and that's why this is great.
How do you test them? What do you mean by balance testing?
Oh, come, I'll show you.
Okay.
Step out here.
Well, I hope this is not going to be painful,
No,
Rosalind.
not at all. It's an easy test.
Okay.
And it's in two parts, front and back.
Okay.
If you weave your fingers at your waist in front of you.
Yeah.
And I need to ask you, do you have any shoulder, back, or neck issues?
No, I'm fine.
Then we can go ahead. I'll press down and you resist.
Okay.
Now, think about this as I press down.
Yeah.
What happens to your heels?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see that?
Yeah, my heels are coming off the floor.
Let's show that one more time. I'll press
Okay.
down, you resist,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take much pressure to
It
get
really
that
doesn't.
fall forward, does it?
No, not at all.
I'll slip around back. If
Okay.
you weave your fingers in the same way at your waist,
Yeah.
we'll see how the back balance is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, pressing down.
I
Whoops.
think my back balance is actually worse.
Let's watch and see what your toes do with this. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely coming off the floor, aren't
So
they?
they are. Now, I have the balance walker here
Okay.
for you, and I'm going to slip these under your feet. Mm-hmm. You put your heel right on the heel, Lucy.
Yeah. And this is what you put in your shoes.
Exactly right.
Okay, that's easy. So do you want me to put my hands together again?
Yes, if you would. We'll go from back to front this time.
Okay.
Pressing down.
Yeah.
You resist. And that is with quite a bit of strength.
Wow.
Isn't that solid?
That's amazing. Okay, do it again.
Okay, ready? And that's quite a bit of pressure placed on you.
That's such a lot of pressure. I'm not, in fact, I'm not moving at all.
Let's try the front.
Okay. Right, I'm ready.
Pressing down.
Yeah.
Watch those heels.
You're not going anywhere.
Great.
You're not making me move at all. Okay, do it again.
One more time. Okay.
It's like I'm completely fixed to
There.
the ground. And do you know what else? I've got to be honest. My chest feels more open and my shoulders do feel further back because I'm a bit of a huncher. I am a bit of a huncher, so I can breathe more easily.
You know why we're all a bit of hunchers?
Why?
Because when you're driving in your car, you're hunched forward.
I do
When
do
you're
a lot of
working at your computer, you tend to hunch forward.
Yeah.
It's just a hunching forward type of world now.
Yeah. Well, you don't want that, do you? And we have got you a very special offer. Why would you spend hundreds of dollars buying foot supports that don't work? If you call now to order your first pair of foot supports for only $99, $99, but wait a minute, because if you order a second or third pair in the next 10 minutes, we'll give you a 50% off, making the additional pairs only $45 a pair. And remember, of course, you'll need a set for each pair of shoes, so you must call now and take advantage of this limited time offer. Get your complete foot support set, that's all of them, 3 pairs of balance supports for only $189. Again, a limited time offer, so you must call now. Don't miss out.
Hey, look at that! The Balance Walker! Hooray! A company that cares about your feet. Ultra thin as a pin. The Balance Walker, patent pending with built-in power of lift.
That's amazing.
Poor posture, sore backs, big bellies, aches and pains of all sorts can come from just plain tired feet.
Whoa.
The Balance Walker with the Balance Box finds your centre of gravity and creates a gentle force that travels up through your entire body, realigns joints and muscles, improves your posture, makes you look taller, slimmer, enhances your natural strength, breathing and circulation.
I'm amazed that something so simple could be so effective.
The Balance Walker foot supports, so strong they never lose their shape, even if run over by a car.
I feel really comfortable.
The Balance Walker from Foot Supports International. On your feet. Proudly made in New Zealand. Designed just for you. Call for your Balance foot supports now. 0800 123 668. That's 0800 12 foot. Or find us at balancewalker.com.